2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, we've got an exciting match coming your way, so stick around and let's see who wins it.
Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
He's got, I'd say roughly 120 here.
Yeah, that one's looking good. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
This one's online. Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Here we are at the second tee.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
The second hole at TPC Deere Run, Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green into Luke. Knock it on, can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well.
Opting for the 3-wood. This one could take a little bounce to the left. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
It was on a good line. 7 feet to the cup.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row. Yep, tracking well.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently 2 under for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Opting for the 6-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know. Come on, ball, don't deny him.
And down she goes, the long-range bomb. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Going with the 8-iron here.
This one heading towards the green.
Sitting at -3. That almost went down.
A par putt awaits.
Now with any luck, they can hold this and manage to leave Xander Schauffele behind, get some momentum here.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, come on, sit. Oh, absolutely flushed. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Get in the hole. Okay, steady now. A 7-footer right here.
That starts off on a good line.
Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Currently at -3 for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Here we are at the 6th hole.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
Lovely effort that. From about 100 yards.
Just 3 strokes back.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Great looking shot this. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
He seems to have all the wind in his sails and maximum confidence out today against Xander Schauffele. I think Xander didn't really know what he was getting himself in for after that shot. These are on rails, looking good.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. He finds himself in a share of 13th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. A quality shot, that.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. This has a real chance.
That's disappointing. And this one is for his par. Okay, let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Next up is this par 4 hole.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
That's a bit out of shape. Second shot here on the 8th. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
That's just inside the range. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Get in.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way.
That's a good way to move into the top 10.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
He's currently tied for 7th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Atta boy, good shot. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. A spot in the top 5 on the line here. That's frustrating. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
It defies gravity, that one. That should have chased out more, but it didn't.
As we make the turn, it's always good to reflect on what we've seen out there so far. Rich?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Not a bad line, this one. sitting at 5 under par in their round, tied for 6th position. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water.
That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one.
Big par saver coming up for this fella.
Surely it's going to.
Yeah, he'll take that. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Time to tee off on the 11th.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it?
And he's down there.
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one needs to kick left. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Let's move 1 step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. It's got a chance.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Just 1 off the lead after that hole.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
You liked that, didn't you? Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd. It's tracking. Oh, how about that one? And that will take him to 7 under. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
Well struck. Second shot here on the 13th.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. Little birdie look in here. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And that's 8 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle 2.
Second shot here on the 14th hole.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Well, that's a nice line. Ah, what a disappointment. And well holed. Let's move on. Bubba Watson is atop the leaderboard with a one-stroke advantage. The finish at TPC Deere Run is full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Rich. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left-hand side of the fairway.
Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, balata golf balls, and blades, and I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and everything. I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
And down it goes. Now an impressive 9 under par as we head to the stretch.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
Bubba Watson currently in the lead. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. This is beautiful to watch.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
It's on a great line. Well, that'll play.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
A live look at the leaderboard, and Bubba Watson finds himself in top spot.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Nicely done. Well, after a successful drive at the 17th at TPC Deere Run, the players are faced with a question. Rich, lay up or go for it?
Second shot straight back up the hill. Most players will bail just a little bit left as the green tends to run away quite a bit down the slope on the right-hand side. This is a great opportunity and possibly the final birdie opportunity on this golf course.
Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
And this putt to move into first place.
And only one hole to go in this event, Luke.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. No, that's too bad. Inside a couple of shots here. This would be a good putt to drop.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
And after that hole, they're currently in a tie for the lead with Bubba Watson.
If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
That's nicely done. Lining up from around 160 yards.
Currently tied for the lead.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
That was special.
This putt for him to win the event.
This one started out on a good line. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for your John Deere Classic winner?
What a spectacular performance all week long by this player. Clutch performance, clutch win by this player.
Now, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in full flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.